Yeah.
Any predictions for the World Chess Championship?
What?
Yeah, somebody's gonna win.
Wow.
It's gonna be a tie.
No,
It's gonna be a tie. Yes, I love it.
Are there chess ties?
I don't
Yes.
know.
You can get a stalemate.
Stalemate.
Yep.
I guess that's true.
James,
Yes.
were you on the trip to GP Vegas 2 years ago?
Yeah, probably yes.
Okay, because like I went to that one, and we were booked in across from like a chess championship.
Oh yeah, I
And,
do remember that.
and
yeah.
seeing the other end of what our hobby must look like
Yeah,
to everybody was like, oh, we look like weirdos. There was a room with nothing but chess paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Did
was
you
wild.
think we didn't look like weirdos?
Yeah.
No, I knew that the whole time. Excuse me.
What constitutes chess paraphernalia?
Well,
Pawns,
I'm glad you asked.
pawns and rooks, diamond encrusted knights.
So they have boards made of all sorts of different materials, pieces made from all sorts of different materials, lots and lots and lots of literature. Turns out
right.
Magic players and chess players have converged on the neoprene playmat,
Interesting.
which was fascinating because it's
So,
like,
like, you
of
put-
course, you can just roll up a chessboard in your bag
Right.
and
right.
have some pieces.
What's the really choice thing is what you want is an uncut chessboard. Those are really hard to find though. Only at, like charity events and stuff.
Yep. I picked up a silicone chess piece because I thought it was funny. Yeah, they have silicone.
Silicone chess pieces, so you can throw them at your opponent. and they don't
Seriously,
hurt.
yeah, you can like bounce them off the ground. I think, again, it's probably a durability thing. Like just chuck everything you need to play chess in a bag, and it'll never get damaged.
I've always been a huge fan of the transparent glass chess pieces, like where one like white is clear and black will be like a
Just like frosted. Yeah.
either frosted or like blue glass or purple or something. Like
Right.
I just think they look gorgeous.
Very cool.
I might have a set like that kicking around somewhere.
I used to have a cheapo one, like it was really cheap pressed glass, but it's still
Yeah,
the
it's
look
probably
the
same
look was
concept
there.
like that, yeah.
I like playing chess, but I have zero patience. So my favorite person to find is someone who wants to play a game of chess, but will actually like not take 10 years to decide what their next move is going to be.
Oh, don't play chess against me then.
It's difficult.
Yep.
Actually, your little brother and I were in the same homeroom in high school, and we used to play turbo chess
What?
during homeroom, and
Bruh.
we would take out a chessboard, and you had, from the time the other person moved, to say the words turbo chess and move, or else you forfeit your move.
That's really great. I've never heard that story. That's amazing.
I didn't realize that is that an officially sanctioned format.
It's our officially sanctioned format, because we're not, your little brother and I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name on camera.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? I can't give consent
I know
on
he
his
can't give
behalf.
consent. We both don't get butthurt when we lose a game of chess. Like, it's not like, my entire reputation is on this game. It's just, we just wanted to play the game, and we're both really sick and tired of people like,
That's very important in any game that you can play, especially Magic, as it turns out. If you can find a non-tilty opponent,
yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's probably why they invented like chess clocks to begin with. Was
See, that just stresses me out, though.
too much humming.
Because
That stresses you out,
'Cause then
but
there's
having to say turbo chess. But when I read this-
No, not at all.
Because-
Apparently.
you also said it in a silly voice.
Oh, wait, what was
I
it?
think we also added like a little chime on. It was turbo chess, na 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 na. So we had like an extra second on the end.
you know what?
Think
That
about
sounds like the BS that people came up with around Pogs. Do you remember that? When
No, I vaguely
Was there
remember
turbo Pogs?
playing.
No,
Pog.
but people made up rules. Like, there was, I mean, I can just, it's Raymond. Because he
It's
told me
Raymond.
about this. He said
Okay.
that, like, there was a series of, they were called poison pogs.
Oh yeah.
They might have been the ones with, like, the bladed
Yeah,
corners, or they're
yeah.
branded poison or something. And the thing you would do, apparently, if you were some sort of, like, evil kid, is you would, like, pick up one of these poison pogs, wave it around the stack, and go, poison, and just take them all.
What?
It was some
I've
sort
never
of
heard
ritual.
of that.
Like,
I
I'm
feel
pretty
like-
sure it was actually just like, oh, I made up a ritual to just steal
This is
all
what
your
happens.
stuff.
I feel like that's just what happens when like the kid from the older grade comes over and is like, "Yeah, I know a new rule. I get all your stuff."
Yeah. Here's what I remember from Pogs. People started playing them. I went out and bought a super cool Lion King set.
Wow.
Nice.
I had the Pumbaa Slammer.
Nice.
And then someone came to school with a metal slammer, threw it at another kid's head, and Pogs were banned.
Wow.
That is not why Pog was banned at my school.
That is
But that's a
100%
great-
why
that's
I
a
was
great
banned at
reason
my
for
school.
Pog
We
to be
had a
banned.
brass OJ and the Slammer. It had a picture of O.J. Simpson behind bars. Like, I can't think of anything more 90s than that.
Pog was that was a weird game.
We got into
Game.
marbles immediately afterwards.
Wait,
Like,
what?
Yeah.
You
My
played marbles.
elementary school
Yeah.
got into marbles after Pogs were taken away, and then that lasted for an excruciatingly long time until someone swallowed one and they were banned.
I have never played marbles.
I appreciate that
Marbles
at
is
no point
fun.
were your games banned because they're just basically gambling.
Well, okay.
Which is
So-
why the games at my school were always banned. It's like,
Yeah,
Pog,
yeah.
like once the teachers were like, wait, you're just all gambling. You're like 8. Stop it.
Okay, so here's where it gets even shiftier, or shadier, I should say. They, for months while we were playing it, because we would dig a small dip in
Sure,
the
yeah,
field to knock the marbles into, right?
Right.
And so I remember for weeks and weeks and weeks, all the teachers telling us, like, if we catch you digging a hole in the field, like, you're in so much trouble. And we would stand around in gangs, like, you know, we're not doing anything, like, blocking the people who had dug the hole so we could play.
So sketchy.
So sketchy.
Primary school,
It's like the
right?
Great
Yeah.
Escape.
Yeah.
100%. But we got really good at it because you could take a flap, like
Yeah.
off of the field, and then if a teacher was coming, you
the
just
sod
flip
back
the
down?
sod back
Yeah.
down,
Oh.
nothing,
Okay, this is
and
great.
hide all the marbles.
You can do awesome stuff.
We were
and you
so
used,
shady.
You used it to play marbles.
Okay, I'm going to swipe another story from Raymond,
Yeah.
who told me this. Because we both went to the same elementary school, Margaret Jenkins, and it was a seasonal thing to have acorn wars. Yeah, there was a bunch of oak trees up in
Yeah,
the corner.
big ones, yeah.
And kids would like grab all the acorns and just like huck them at each other, because that's what you do. And him and one of his friends, I don't remember who it was, they stockpiled a bunch, and then they forgot about them in like a plastic bag in the crotch of a tree somewhere. And then they found them later, and they're like, "Oh, man, we left all our acorns here." And they like checked on them, and they're like, "Oh no, they're like full of weevils and stuff. Like they were all like rotten and full of bugs." And they're like, "Wait, we got a great idea." And they they went over to the playground where like the lower grades would hang out. Went to the top of the slide and said, "Free acorns!" And all these kids rushed over, like held their shirts out, and they dumped a load of rotten acorns.
FYI, all of us went to elementary school in an episode of Recess.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
We used to have BlackBerry fights.
Wow.
That's
That
horrible. I
sounds
bet your parents
kind
hated
of-
you.
Yeah, the moms did not like. That was when that was like 11, 12 kind of thing, and there was this massive blackberry bush where we lived, and everybody would just grab a handful and then just start chucking them at each other, staining your clothes, and oh yeah.
I don't want to brag, but Alex and I are about to hit $7,000 on our shift.
Beautiful.
I was gonna say you could go show off the lamp again.
Yeah.